Hello. Welcome back for Mad Science Monday. My name is Professor L.
My name is Professor I.
And today we are going to make water sand. So we'll tell you the materials that you need, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the experiment, and then we'll do it. And you're welcome to do it at home. We post our materials the Sunday before each experiment, so that you have time to get your things together. Okay, so let's explain what is needed. We'll start with the fabric protectant. Let's see, this is Scotch Guard Fabric Water Shield. Okay, Mom may have that. That may be the one thing you have to get. We have parchment paper. I think you could use wax paper. I think both would work. We had fine sand. These are my packages that I'd already opened. And so I've just put them in these baggies, and we've got different colors. You could use regular colored sand, no problem, but we had this colored sand. You'll need some bowls. We've got 3 bowls of water here just to put the different colors in. You'll need a stirring stick and water. That's pretty much it. And I've got a large bowl here. We're going to combine our colors towards the end. So the word I want you to know today is water repellent. Kind of like if you use your umbrella, a lot of times the water will bead up on it and then kind of roll off the umbrella. So you're not getting wet. The water is not soaking into you. It repels off of your umbrella. And so that's kind of our goal today. We're going to try to see if we can make our sand water repellent, because normally what happens when sand gets wet?
It gets clumpy and it just feels wet.
Right, the sand gets into a clump, and you can probably dry it out if you leave it out in the sun for a while. But using our fabric protector, we're going to try to make our sand water repellent. So if you can look here, you have to give yourself a little time for this. What we did, we went ahead and laid out 3 different colors, and we sprayed it with this water repellent fabric protector. And then you take your popsicle stick or your spoon and you stir your sand and you spray it again. So this is something you want to do outside, all right, because you need ventilation, you need air, because this stuff has fumes. You don't want to breathe them, okay? So anyway, you let this sit for, after you've sprayed it, you want it to dry. So our sand has already been sprayed and it has already dried. And what we're going to do, we're going to drop each color in one of these bowls and then take our spoon and take it out, maybe put it on a piece of paper to drain off the excess water, and see what our sand feels like. Will it feel dry? Will it feel wet? Let's see if it worked. Are you ready?
Yes.
So you want to go ahead and just pick up, let's see, if we pick up, this is our yellow sand that's been sprayed, and I'm just going to scoot it into this bowl. Okay. And we'll just let it sit in there. And you know what?
Whoa.
You can't see this, but the water is not even soaking into the sand. Maybe we can want to see it up close. I'll go ahead and put the blue in here.
Let me show you guys.
That is pretty cool.
You see that?
So here's the blue, and I'm shaking it around. You know what? It really isn't soaking into the sand. That is so cool, actually.
I know it's kind of hard to see. Do you see that?
All right, so here's the pink. That so surprises me. It looks completely dry. Professor I, it looks completely dry. Like there's a few little bits of sand out here that have But look, that is too cool. We're just experimenting. This is what we do, so maybe we can make a layer, or we're gonna put some water in this bowl. And then I wonder if you can take a spoon and just drop like the blue in there. Let's see if it'll just kind of come out in a big pile. I don't know if it will. I want to touch it, okay? So let me touch it.
How does it feel?
You know what? It feels dry.
It looks dry too.
There's no clump.
Nope.
I feel a little bit of water just from the outside. That is so cool. And this is very, very fine sand. You could use I think probably a thicker sand, but there it goes. I wonder what would happen if we just poured it in there. You want me to do it? It's still really dry. I just didn't want to get all that water in there, but let's just see.
Oh.
Whoa. It's still, except for the top, it's still just staying in one little kind of a clump. And I'm just gonna touch it. It's
so straight, it's not.
It's dry. It's dry.
It's dry.
The water, now there's water on my hands because I'm putting my hands in a bowl of water, but the sand itself,
The sand is dry.
it's repelling the water.
Water repellent sand.
That is too cool. Now, if we wanted to, I'm gonna just wipe it's dry. My hands are dry, except for where the water kind of got on there. It's dry. That is so cool. I guess what we could do if we wanted to, we could pour it out like on paper towels and just let the water soak into the ground, and we could put our dry sand into a jar or a bag, like we put that sand in a bag. We could just put it in a bag, an airtight thing, and just play with it some more, but it does feel.
It's awesome. It just
Can
looks
you
just
see?
like this.
So like if I were to put regular sand, it would just be in a big clump.
Yeah.
It would be in like,
It would feel wet.
it
This
feels
feels dry.
cool. It does, it feels dry. It is dry. This is all dry sand. That is an interesting experiment. Okay, there's our water sand experiment. Give it a try. Try it with whatever sand you might have. Maybe you have a sandbox and you can use a little bit of that sand, but you do have to have the fabric protectant, which makes it water repellent. You do have to wait an hour, until a good hour. You can tell when it's dry, because when I first sprayed it, I could tell that it was wet, and then over time it just dries out, it just evaporates. And remember, you want to do this one outside so you don't breathe in the fumes. Okay? All right, well, we will see you next week. All right? Come back, show us pictures. We sure would love to see your pictures.
Bye.
Bye.